stretch and still getting myself ready this morning. Hi, you guys. Good morning to you. We are here for our Wednesday live show here on LinkedIn Live, Scale with Strategy. I'm April Beach, founder and CEO of the Sweet Life Company, and this is my very good friend and co-host, Elizabeth McFadden. Liz, you want to introduce yourself this morning?
Yes, good morning, everybody. My name is Elizabeth McFadden, and I'm the CEO and Director of Brand Strategy here at Novella Brand House.
Awesome. So we love doing this live show with you guys. It is no more than 15 minutes, and we always bring a topic or a strategy that you can apply to your business right away. And today, I wanted to talk about doing an offer audit. This is something we've been doing with our private clients. It's actually an offer audit process, and we've been testing it with our clients for about 3 months. And it's really interesting what tends to come up because we work with businesses that are service providers, experts, coaches, and consultants, SMEs, and they have their programs, they have their services they provide or their coaching programs. And a lot of them have been doing what they've been doing for a really long time and they want to level up, but they actually don't feel like building an entire service from scratch. And frankly, there's really no reason to. So we've been doing these offer audits to see what critical areas of a service-based offer can be leveled up really fast without a total overhaul to either increase the value of it, increase customer satisfaction, increase the lifetime actual relationship with the client, and of course, increase sales as well. How often, Liz, do you guys go back through your processes of delivering your services and just kind of audit them in your business?
Probably about every 18 months. For one thing, in our industry, things really shift in even 18 months because new things come along. I mean, obviously the big thing right now is ChatGPT and how that's affecting things and affecting a brand and marketing and things like that. So, I mean, that's just one example. So we typically look at it and refresh and refine about every 18 months. But, just from a profitability standpoint too, that's always good to look at. So,
right.
Not lots of reasons kind of give you the reason to do that.
Right. And so, as you say this, currently, as I might have mentioned to you, I'm able to take part in Abundance 360 live stream right now because we're sponsoring it through the lab here in Boulder, and it's all about AI. And so today's actual live stream was going to be all about AI, but frankly, there's so much to talk to you guys about. I was going to postpone that for 2 weeks and actually how to use chat to augment our programs. It's very, very, very exciting. Augment the way that we currently engineer our own intellectual property. So a way that it's still ours, still unique to our processes and what we do, but other ways that we can actually improve what we do and just give these incredible results for our clients. So I can't wait to have those conversations. If you guys are interested in that, just plug below in the comments because we have a lot of prompt generators that we have been sharing actually with businesses. So very, very crazy, exciting stuff. And, that actually, when we're talking about offer audits, that brings up a big concern. I was speaking to a coach yesterday who has been in her area of expertise for well over 12 years. And she said, gosh, my biggest fear is that other people that don't have the expertise that I have can just go have chat create a coaching protocol for them and they can be a false expert. And so there are a lot of concerns around that. And it's going to be really interesting to see the direction that it goes, which is another reason why I think it's so important to look at our own offers and our own programs. Because when you think about AI, that really fits into one of these 6 building blocks. And there are things that we do as humans that can never be replaced. Can try, but they can never be replaced. And that includes personal relationships with our clients. And so it's very, very interesting that you bring that up. And there's frankly so much to say about that. So, and things happen with copywriting, and gosh, we could do a show on that every week for the next 10 years and still have something new to talk about every day.
Right.
So let's go into offer audits, you guys. So get a piece of paper and a pen out. If you're watching this, we're going to go through 6 different areas of how you can audit your offer. And here's the objective. I want you to consider one program or service that you have, and I want you to give yourself a grade per each one of these areas. Give yourself an A, B, C, or an NA, right? You're not going to give yourself a bad grade if a certain area doesn't apply to your business or if you haven't built this particular building block in your offer yet. And then after we go through this kind of quick download, oh, which by the way, I'll put in the comments. I actually have a worksheet download for you guys for this that I will drop down in the comments. So you can actually grab the worksheet with many more explanations of what is in each building block of an offer that I'm going to even be able to cover today. But do this as you're going through it. And it is really important work because of the fact that we can be able to shore up critical areas in your offer that may need attention. And it might just need a little bit of massaging or a little bit of tweaking. So I did this also with a live stream group yesterday. And it was so great for the attendees to see because they did really well in 5 areas, but then 6 areas are like, oh my gosh, this is what seems to be missing. This is where we need to work. And so they immediately knew where to direct their attention for some of the issues that they were having in their business. So I love it.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so number 1. So these are the 6 building blocks of a profitable, scalable, service-based offer. This is primarily, again, for coaches, consultants, SMEs. It can apply however you want it to your business. So building block number 1 is the model. And your decision making under each one of these building blocks is going to be totally different because you all do different things, right? But how well, here's the question. Give yourself an A, B, C, or NA. Or an F maybe. How well have you engineered the model of your business? So the model of your business is who, what, when, where, why, and how. It's actually how you serve your clients and how you actually work with them. What is the interaction? It could be, one-on-one with a client. It could be a course structure. It could be hybrid program design. It could be a membership. But how well have you actually done engineering that model? And don't just think about how great it is for your clients. I want you to think about how great that is for you too. Because, and if you follow me, you know that I will always say the model is what creates a lifestyle you want. It's always controlled by the model of what you do in your business. So if you're feeling overworked, maybe you're burned out, that's the first place you want to look. Is it the model of how you're delivering your services? That's building block number 1. So give yourself A, B, C, D, whatever you want to do there. Building block number 2 is, frankly, the most important building block. It's the IP. Right? It's going to be your actual content, your curriculum, your methodology of consulting people to get them results, the step-by-step process you take people through, and all the things you fill into that, your worksheets, your videos, your, processes, your frameworks. How well have you done actually engineering your intellectual property? That is your IP, you guys. It's the most valuable thing that you have. And that is what a lot of people are afraid that AI is going to kind of step in and take over a lot of companies' individual IP. Again, important things to talk about, but we also can leverage and use AI to actually improve the IP of our company and the things that we're sharing. So building block number 2, how well have you done engineering your IP? How great are you at getting people results? It's really what it comes down to. If people are in your service and they aren't getting exactly what they came for and maybe some rainbows and sprinkles on top of it, well, there's certainly some work we can do there. So that is the second area. The third building block is your client experience. So client experience, these are things we build in that are like the sugar on top, right? These are things that we do to help clients realize that, yeah, they really made a right decision by investing in you and in your company. These are things like cards in the mail, gifts in the mail, different emails reminding them to show up to a live stream in 3 days. It's how we actually communicate with our clients, and it's the experience our clients have working with us. How well have you done engineering an actually over the top, amazing client experience? And frankly, even if you are the best in the whole entire world at what you do, building block number 2, it's usually the client experience is the one where people start telling all their friends about because something happened that was above and beyond that they were not expecting. So that's building block number 3. Give yourself a grade. How well are you doing at nailing that? Building block number 4 are your operational systems. Your operational systems are all of the behind the scenes. How well are your systems for accounting, bookkeeping as they're related to this program? We're not looking at your whole entire structure and your operations of your business, but how are the operations to deliver this service? How is your team communication behind the scenes? How are your SOPs? How's your process of even onboarding people or on ramping people or off ramping people when they are done working with you? What happens next? How well have you nailed your operational systems as it relates to this particular offer? Again, give yourself a grade, A through F or NA, whatever that is for you. The third one is your actual money. Okay. And are you making the money that you expect to make? Are you hitting the profit goals in this particular offer? And there's a couple of different things also that fall into money, which is that exchange of energy that people give to you for expecting to receive something in return. Under the money category is also, how are your contracts? How is your refund policy? How are all of the processes of receiving money? Do you have it set up so people can create payment plans? Do they pay in full? What is going on with the actual finances? And I also want you to include anything legal in that money category as it applies to this particular offer. And then the sixth one, so give yourself a grade on that. And that's kind of a hard one. We could separate it out and say, are you hitting your financial benchmarks with this? But we can't talk about you guys hitting your financial benchmarks without the right contracts in place, because then it doesn't matter anyway, right? So there's a couple of other things that go under that building block. And last but not least, how is your actual sales process? Okay. And so this is, how well have you engineered the journey to come into this particular offer? What is your lead strategy for this offer? What is the conversion event? So a conversion event is how we take leads to buyers. Do they have a one-on-one sales call? Are you running a webinar? Do you do a challenge? Do you, just have a place they can go on your website and sign up and buy? What is that conversion event, and how well are you doing with that? How well is it thought out? How well is it engineered? How is the actual experience of converting leads into buyers working for you? So those are the 6 building blocks of a profitable, scalable offer. So let me go back through them again. So first of all, we had your model. Second, we have your IP. Third, we have your client systems. Fourth, we have your back-end operational systems. Fifth, we have your money. And sixth, we have your sales process. And I want you guys to go through and give yourself a grade. A, B, C, F, or NA. And by doing this, you can get a very quick snapshot of where we need to level up your business, maybe some other systems we need to have in place, how you can delegate to your teams to do something a little bit better, or just even a conversation you want to have with your teams about different ways you can shore it up. And we found that this has been so powerful for our clients and people within our inner circle just going through this, that and Liz, we work with experts to build their programs, to engineer their programs. So what's so great is now when businesses come to us and they've actually been through this audit process already, we know exactly where we can plug and play and exactly how to, really level up their offers to become more scalable and have a broader reach.
So I took the quiz while we were doing this, right?
Okay.
And this was what's so awesome about this. So the 2 areas that I feel like we scored lower in, also showing that we need work, is the ops system and the money sector. Both of those tied to our sort of bookkeeping and some of that back end stuff. What's interesting, that's why that I lowered our grade on that. What's interesting about that is what we are really working on right now. We were just talking about, like, when do you kind of look at offers and stuff, and we've spent the last couple of months doing that. So it really does work on really helping you pinpoint where you need to be working or where you should be spending your time. So you've got an offer audit opportunity coming up. How can people work with you?
Yeah, so I'll drop the link back down here. You guys can go to sweetlifeco.com, and there's 2 things you guys are going to find there. First thing on the homepage is actually the 6 pillars download. Then you can take the full quiz, and in that we actually give you tons of details of what can fall under each one, and even suggestions of how you can shore up different areas fast. And then we have our offer engineer workshop coming up. I have 2 different live offer audits we're doing depending on people watch, but you can go to theofferengineer.com, and that is really cool. That's a 2 half-day workshop where businesses can come and we go through not only these 6 frameworks, but other things, including what's really cool about that, because we have our first one coming up on March 31st, where how to use AI to actually augment our offers. And we're going to be working on that. So theofferengineer.com. And I realize we're totally over time here. So we're going to cut it off.
We're going to end it there. See you next week, guys.
Yeah. Bye. Thanks.